Okay, so this is all cleaned up pretty easily. It's also a good idea to clean off the roller. Now notice how the ends are different lengths, so you want to make sure you keep this oriented properly because this end is shorter than this end here. And this is one of those routine maintenance tasks that you'll want to get in the habit of doing. And you can see where that other belt melted right in here. So I'm gonna have to get some alcohol on this and get rid of that. Yep, so there's the clean. Again, I'll call it a rolling pin because that's what it looks like to me. And then, you know, the longer I do this, the longer this hobby goes, the more I have kits of different things, washers and O-rings. So I have this O-ring kit. And online I saw that it's a number, supposedly the size is a number 31. I don't know. Let's see, is that the... I don't remember which ones I use. I think it might be these. But I saw online that it's a number 31 O-ring, I think. But I couldn't find anything where... I couldn't find a number 31 O-ring. But what I will do is a couple of smaller O-rings like these, to where they're good and tight, right? So I'll put 2 of these on, and then I'll put 2 larger O-rings on top of them, because these are enough to sit. Or sometimes on the other one that I did, I used 1 single larger O-ring, but here we go. So see how those kind of sit in there? Now those are not going to make contact with that rolling pin. So I got those 2 on there. I can take a larger one like this, put it on there, right? So I think the sizes I used 3/8 by 1/2 inch, I think is what this is. At least that's the spot that it's in. 3/8 by 1/2 inch. And then this is 7/16 by 5/8 is what it says. But what you want to do is make sure this ring isn't going to slide, right? It's not going to move. And again, I've been toying with maybe putting 2 on here, but I think it's too thick, so I'm not going to be able to do that. Now getting this back in there is kind of a chore. It takes some contorting your hands and your fingers underneath here, but basically you kind of hook one end in, try to get it aligned to the hole on one side, and then right, you're just going to do the same on the other side, kind of slide it and move it in position. There's no good way for me to do that and film it at the same time. I'm not physically able to do that, so I'm going to have to move the camera, but I hope you understand the concept here. Right, so here's the bracket comes down. I'm going to try to pop one end in, and then kind of slide the other, and then get it to snap in position. So let me do that. Okay, so what made it easier was taking this rolling pin out. I forgot to mention that. One thing you have to watch for... Oh, I thought that was a flat spot. That's just some gunk that's left behind, some residue. My other one has a little bit of a flat spot there, and sometimes I have to give it a little bit of a nudge to get it started, but I've noticed since I play it a couple of hours every week, it's loosened up. It doesn't get stuck there anymore. So then just reassemble. Like so. That one's not quite back enough. Getting everything realigned is kind of a chore here. And it is warm in the garage today. Okay, so got that realigned and installed. This washer that popped off actually goes on the end here. That little gear that goes there. Probably should have pulled this out beforehand, but you have to get my pliers out to grab that. No, looks like I can get it. Oh, forgot. There we go. Man, this camera's in the worst possible spot. Well, crap. Come on. There we go. So I'll get this side tightened up. Alright, so that side's good. So notice how when I spin it now, the arm is moving. Right? So that's what we want. We want it to move like so. Alright, so that looks good. Alright, so now it's just reassembling, putting everything back. So, and I'm going to do, again, I'm going to do a more comprehensive video because I'm going to go through and recap one or both of these, kind of explain the mechanicals. Again, Trevor's bench, watch his video. He does an excellent job. That dude's like super smart. Alright. You don't need to see me fight with this while I put it back together. What I'll do is I'll finish reassembling this and we will give it a spin.